Okay, so this is the 5th and final time I'm going to film this today because it's doing me head in. So from July 2018 to October 2019 I had Invisalign. I had trays in my mouth for almost about a year and a half. So what I want to do is just explain the process, what I went through, if it hurts, how much it costs, yada yada, etc. So I went to a free consultation and they basically said, you know, we'll scan your teeth. If you're happy, don't come back. If you want to go ahead with treatment, do it. Bearing in mind, as a teenager, I'd already had 2 sets of train tracks, so I thought, I'm not doing that again. It's not for me. It's not something that I want to go through again. So Invisalign seemed like the right option. They don't do molds anymore. They do a 3D like photo, and that shows what your teeth look like, and that's how they make the molds and things. So they did that, and they took photos and x-rays and stuff, and I seen what it looked like, and they were like, oh, because I only went in to straighten up your front teeth, and they were like, oh, your jaw's like that. And I was like, huh? But yeah, you've got an overbite, and the older you get, it's going to keep dragging because your teeth move all the time as you get older. They were just basically saying like I was going to have gum problems, I was going to end up in a lot of pain in my 40s. So I panicked, and there and then I was like, okay, let's do this. I don't care how much it costs, let's just do it. Now, what I will say is I want you to think about it before you get it. I didn't have any money at the time, and I was working part-time, and I got it out on finance, and I paid £4,000 to get my teeth fixed. Now, the reason why I paid £4,000 is because I had so much work done. I had 63 trays. I was paying for all that. I don't think it usually costs that much, but because I didn't want to go for traditional braces, it cost a bit more. So when I first got the braces and I put them in, it was painful. I had to have ibuprofen. I couldn't sleep properly, and I would recommend that you change the trays before you go to bed, because then you've got 8 hours with them in, and then you wake up and your teeth have had that time to get used to them overnight. You can only take them out when you eat. You can drink water with them in, but anything else you have to take them out. So it was hard, and by day 3 I wanted to give up. I thought, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. But I stuck by it for a year and a half, and now it's straight. Now we're done. But yeah, so it does hurt at first, and you will get used to it. Once you start changing the trays weekly, your teeth are kind of expecting it, so they'll just kind of, the tighter the braces get to push everything into place, the more your teeth will be like, oh, okay, well, let's just keep going for it. I had attachments on like around the sides of my teeth, and I had 2 metal pieces and elastic bands to hold the metal onto, which, as you can see, like it's all hooks onto there, and it wasn't that bad. It was just quite painful sometimes, and then as time went on I got stronger elastic bands to pull me jaw back into place, because it wasn't just about my teeth, it was about fixing my jaw, because Invisalign can correct your jaw a little bit, whereas now, like when I bite down, I don't have an overbite anymore, which I'm thankful for. However, you do have to wear retainers for life. So these are my retainers. It's just a top and a bottom. Pretty minging. They're quite cracked, so I need new ones soon. And you just put them in like that and went for bed. And that's all you do when the treatment's over. That's one thing that I need to let you know, is that when you first get Invisalign, you might have a lisp for like a day and then it goes away. It's just because your body's getting used to having plastic in your mouth. I had a lisp for about a day or 2, and I was like, oh, this is weird. And you still do when you've got your retainers in, but like I say, you only wear them at night. I'm trying to be useful here. So yeah, let's fast forward to when I got them off. So when you get them off, you get wires glued. I'm not going to be able to show you the top one, but you get wires glued to the backs of your teeth for life. And that's just to keep them in place, because your teeth always move. They always want to move and go back to the way they were, or the way that they think, you know, they're like, wee, trying to get out. And it doesn't hurt, you get used to it. You get used to having the wires glued to the back of your mouth. Has it completely changed my life? No, I'm still the same person. I've just got a nicer smile. I would definitely recommend it if you think, oh, you know, like if you've got jaw problems, or if, you know, you're very self-conscious, if you're thinking, oh, and you can afford it, go for it, but do it for you. Make sure anything you do in life is for you, not for other people. You will never please other people with the amount of modification you do to your body. Like, do it for you. And that goes with anything, like boob job, lip filler, tattoos, teeth, anything you want to do it for yourself. And I would definitely recommend Invisalign. I think it was a lot easier than having fixed braces. You do have to remember to change them, and you do have to remember to put them in your mouth. Like, you need them in your mouth at all times, except from when you're eating and brushing your teeth. And that is it. And don't over brush your teeth, because I had, my gums started to recede because I was brushing my teeth like 4 or 5 times a day. Like, oh, I need to have clean teeth. Like, no, you just do it normally, maybe 3 or 4 times a day. But don't overdo it on the brushing, because it's bad for your teeth. But yeah, so I have these as well. You get these. It depends on like who you see. These are just tablets that you use to clean your trays with. Sometimes they can get grubby, and it's even retainers. They stink. They smell so bad. Like, that was the one thing was, I think like if you're dating people and you've got Invisalign, it is a little bit like daunting, because if you've got like, they do catch smells and stuff, and like I've never had that issue. Like when I met Lee, I carried a toothbrush around in my bag all the time when we were dating. Like nights out, I'd go out to the bar. I kind of stopped doing it over the top at the end, because it was just a bit bad for your teeth to be brushing them all the time. But yeah, things like that can be a little bit off-putting, but like I say, your Invisalign's for you. If somebody's got a problem with that, they're not worth having around. Like, they're not worth smiling at. Like, get rid. Just trying to think of things that might be useful. Yes, so what I did was, my diet in general, like the foods I ate a lot of mashed potato, and I found that was really helpful with starting Invisalign. So things like soup, mashed potato, things that aren't hard, because if you start eating apples and hard-boiled sweets, your attachments are going to come off. You could even break a tooth. Like, it's just stupid. Like, look after your teeth, okay? Just look after them and you'll be fine. Is it completely painful? It does hurt. It's just uncomfortable and sore for a bit, and then your body's like, oh, okay, we have a plastic mouth now. It's fine. And then you get used to it. It's been so long since I've had them, so I'm trying to remember what life was like with a plastic mouth. I think after a while, like when you've had them, you get so used to them that it just doesn't bother you anymore. And the one benefit of having Invisalign is that people can't tell. You can smile at people and they can't even tell that you've got braces. They don't know that you've got plastic in your mouth, apart from, I had a customer at work and I didn't say anything to her, but she came up to the till and I was serving her, and she smiled and I could see the attachments on her teeth, and I thought, oh my god, she has Invisalign too. That's really cool. But like, if you've got Invisalign or you've had it, you will know when other people have got it if you look into someone's mouth close up. But apart from that, nobody can tell. It's very incognito. It's great. It's and then another thing that I would like to add is that if you are environmentally conscious and you don't like to use plastic, whatnot, don't get Invisalign. It's not for you, because these are classed as medical waste, so you can't recycle them. There is, as far as I'm aware, there's no option to recycle them as of yet, so you have to throw them in the bin. And then when you've got 63, I didn't throw them in the bin, I've still got them all. Like, I've kept them all in boxes. I know it's disgusting, but I just don't know what to do with them. So if anyone knows what I can do, like maybe I can probably make a chair out of them, to be honest. I've got that many. That's disgusting. Let's have a think. If you are a forgetful person, they're not for you. Yeah, you don't want to spend that amount of money on something like that and forget to put it in. You know, if you are that focused on fixing your teeth or straightening them or whatever, you won't forget, because it'll be constant in your mind. Have I put them in? Have I put them in? Have I changed the trays? Gets you into a routine with it. And I think that's one of the best things about this, is that you are in control. So you are changing the trays. You don't have to go back and forth to the orthodontist like you would if you had a fixed. Yeah, I'm gonna put some photos in of the before and after, so you can see you can kind of see what went on and what it looks like. I just realised that as I was editing, I forgot to make an ending for this video. So yeah, hopefully this has been interesting, informative, and helps you somewhat make a decision on whether you want to get Invisalign or not. It did make me feel a lot more confident in myself, and I'm sure it has for a lot of other people as well. So just do your research and save up your money and look after your teeth. And yeah, that's it from me. Bye.